Hello history friends! Many people might wonder why the small island east of Java is called Bali. Since when has this exotic little island been known by the name Bali? This question remains a curiosity for many who know and have visited Bali. It is also still difficult to trace the exact origin of the name. Historical sources have yet to provide a definitive answer regarding when this hammer-shaped island first came to be called Bali. These sources provide different names. IB Putu Bangli from Griataman, Bali, Sanur Kaja traditional village, describes three names for Bali: Wali, Bali, and Banten. As he wrote in his book Mutiara dalam Budaya Hindu Bali, 2005, all three terms share the same meaning: offering. If we refer to the inscriptions found in Bali, these three names are the most frequently mentioned. In the Belanjong inscription, dated 835 Saka, 913 AD, the term Wali Dwipa appears. The Belanjong inscription is often considered the oldest inscription discovered in Bali. Meanwhile, the Goblek inscription from Pura Desa II, dated 905 Saka, 983 AD, contains the word Bali. In this inscription, the phrase Siwian, Dini di Bali is found, which means respected here in Bali. The name Bali also appears in the inscriptions of King Jayapangus, such as the Buahan inscription, dated 1103 Saka, 1181 AD. In this inscription, the phrase Pinakapangu Pajiwaning Jiwa, Jiwa Wardhana Ring Bali Duwipa appears, meaning these words are found here in Bali as a source of livelihood for the growth of every inhabitant of the island. If we examine it closely, there is a similarity between the words Wali and Bali. In the Balinese language, the phonemes W and B correspond or have equivalence. This is evident in words such as Weringin and Beringin, Waruna and Baruna, Wanwa and Banwa. Therefore, Wali and Bali are essentially the same. Apart from Wali and Bali, another term used to refer to Bali is Banten. According to IB Bangli, this can be found in the Tengkulak A inscription dated 945 Saka, 1023 AD. This inscription contains the phrase Siniwi, Ring Desa Banten, meaning respected in the island of Bali. The term Banten is also found in connection with the name of one of the Balinese kings, as seen in the Langgahan inscription dated 1259 Saka, 1337 AD. This king was Paduka Batara Sri Asta Suraratna Bumi Banten, which can be interpreted as the king, like 8 gods, ruler of the 8 cardinal directions, the jewel of the island of Banten. According to IB Bangli, Banten also shares the same meaning as Wali and Bali, namely offering. I Ketut Uyana, in his book Mengapa Bali Disebut Bali? Why is Bali called Bali? States that the oldest source using the term Bali is the Rigveda, specifically in the Sattapatala Brahmana 11.5.6.1. Therefore, Bali is not only an ancient term but was also used beyond naming the island. Long before, Bali was used to refer to many aspects, particularly in Hindu culture in India. Similarly, in the Manusmriti, Laws of Manu, Book 3, verses 70, 74, and 81, the term Uyana appears. In Itihasa and Purana texts, the term Bali is also frequently found. For example, in Vishnu Purana and Matsya Purana, there is mention of Mahabali, the son of Vairochana and grandson of Pralada. The Bhagavata Purana also tells the story of King Bali, who received a blessing from Vamana, an incarnation of Lord Vishnu. In Shiva Purana, it is mentioned that Lord Shiva incarnated as King Bali in the hermitage of Balahilya on Mount Gandhamadana during the 14th Manvantara period. Because of this, Uyana believes that the term Bali, as used today, does not originate from the Balinese language. He argues that the name Bali whether as the island's name or its broader meaning, comes from Sanskrit and means supreme power. The influence of Indian culture in Indonesia, including Bali, is so ancient that tracing when the island first became known as Bali is extremely difficult, according to Uyana. However, some historical texts also mention the name Bangsul for Bali. Chinese traders referred to Bali with a different name, Duapatan. Foreign sailors only began to recognize Bali in the 16th century. Initially, a Portuguese sailor, Fernão Mendes Pinto, referred to Bali as Java Minor, even mistaking it as part of the Demak kingdom. However, foreign sailors generally knew Bali by various names. Some called it Balai or Ilha Balai. A Dutch sailor, Cornelis de Houtman, who once stopped in Bali, referred to the small island as Balai. Share your thoughts in the comments section. Give a like if you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss out on interesting information about economics, geopolitics, history, world facts, and events. See you in the next video.